Welcome to our Costa Cruise series, where we spend 7 nights on Costa Smeralda cruising around the Middle East. So is Costa as bad as people say? Have we made a huge mistake? Watch this series to find out.
Right then, our next adventure is starting. We're in Dubai and we're just about to head to the port now to join Costa Smeralda.
What does that mean? Does it mean it's cruise day?
It is cruise day. So come with us, and it's our first experience of Costa. So we're a bit, well, we've heard mixed reviews and we wanted to see for ourselves what it's exactly like. So come with us and we will show you.
It's our first. Will it be our last?
We'll let you know. Come on, let's go.
Come on.
On this cruise, our travel companions were Tom, Helen and Lily, who live in Dubai. They kindly arranged our transfers using Careem, which is Dubai's version of Uber.
To the ship Embarkation, Paulie. Embarkation.
Looks like a bit of Embarkation, to be honest.
Yes. Use the Costa app. So yes, so we've got all prepared with that. Well, that was just easy. They're keeping our passports for a few days, aren't they, Paulie?
Yeah.
So we've just been given, just checked in, but we've got to go over here now to collect our cards for our cabin. Right, so we've just picked up our cabin keys now, and we're going to get on board. Excited, Paulie?
A bit scared.
Let's go! Oh. Our hostesses with the mostesses. It's been so fantastic. They've looked after us so well. The Costa Crazy Week is about to start. So we're looking for our cabin, so deck 12, and we're cabin 12140. Where will that be? Let's have a look. So this is 12211, so that's odd, so I guess this will be even. So on deck 12, Genova, very colourful, isn't it, so far? So I presume it's down this way. 12140. We're in. Ooh, look at this. I say. Well, that's interesting. It's very sparse. It looks very strange, isn't it? Because there's not a lot on here, but there's a lot of space, isn't it, Paulie? So that's
It's pretty nice.
it's bigger.
But like you said, it's very minimalistic.
It is, and let's have a look out on the balcony quickly. Which, look at this view. Oh wow. Look at this, Paulie. This is Fandabidozi. Look at that. Oh, we've got a great view right to the front of the ship. Love it. Look at that. So happy with the cabin, happy with the balcony, because that's awesome, decent size, isn't it, Paulie? But this is very strange. Let's have a quick look at the bathroom. There's just like nothing there, is it?
It's like, I don't want to be that person. But like, the tennis facing slightly that way, I always sleep that side.
Can you bring it out?
No.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
Have you got a card in there to put the lights on? So we can see. We've got a welcome kit, which we'll have a look at in a minute. We're actually got a little daily programme there. We've got 2 towels. And is that a curtain between the bathroom? Go in the bathroom, Paul. Is that a curtain? Can you... No.
I can't, there is a curtain there. but I can't reach.
If you open it this way then.
Yeah, so you can obviously see you having a shower.
Oh, I say. How weird is that?
We'll go back there and then you'll be able to see me.
I know I'm going to go in. I'm going to have a look at the bathroom first.
Okay.
Yes, so that's, actually that's not a bad size, is it, Paulie?
It's alright, actually.
And actually that's a really nice size shower. So yeah, let me go back in there, you're stood in the shower and see what how funky is this? Crazy Costa! So we're in, we're just going to have a little bit of an explore, and we will be taking you on this week on Costa, which is already very, very different. So stay with us and we'll let you know what the day brings. This is a new cruise line to us, so obviously everything's new. So this is the welcome kit you get with Costa, which basically goes through all the things that you need to do on your Costa app. And prior to getting on board, we purchased the full internet package. As you can see here, it cost $106. Euros, I keep saying dollars, euros for the whole week, which we didn't think was too bad actually. So we had to download the Costa app, which was very easy, and as you can see, we just go into that and it's loaded already. We've done our emergency drill, which we had to do on the app. We had to watch the video, and then we have to go. It's telling us at 5:30, wearing our life jackets, we have to go and find our muster station H here, which is a bit of a pain because lots of cruise lines have ditched that, and you literally just go there and scan your card. You don't have to put your life jacket on. So anyway, and it's only, as you can see from my phone, it's only 1:15 at the moment. So anyway, but lots of information that we've got here from the Costa, so that's great. More information here on how to get on the internet and restaurants and bars. And this is the programme for today, which actually looks like it's got some good quizzes on there that Paulie should like. They've got a Let's Get Loud Jennifer Lopez show at 8 o'clock. They've also got another entertainments team doing a show at 9:30. So I think this is going to be quite a lively cruise. One thing I must say, you know, you've been watching this for a while, I do like a physical map, not just one on your app. So kudos to Costa for providing one of those. So we've heard that between the restaurant times, that like a lot of other cruise lines, food's not available anywhere for snacks and stuff. So we're going to head up to the buffet and see how mad that is and grab a little bite to eat. So this is what we're after. La Sagri de Sapori restaurant, which apparently is on deck 8 at the back of the ship. Do you know which way you're going?
No, I've got a clue, mate. I know we come from the other way, so I just wondered if there was any lifts any nearer.
It's very blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
This deck, deck 12.
Heard the bing bong of the lift, that's a good sign.
Here we are. So here we found the lifts. So right, so there's 8 lifts here. This ship holds over 6,000 passengers. So as you can see, well, there's 4 on that bank and 4 on this bank, and we're going to deck 8 to here. So this is what we've heard about Costas. If you don't speak Italian, obviously they have hostesses on here that speak your language. So if you are concerned, it's nice to know that you can't get yourself understood, then how can we help you? So that's nice to know, isn't it, Paulie?
What's the flag, Sammy?
United Kingdom, French, German, Spanish and Brazil. Is that right? Did I get them all right? This is the Ferrari, which looks, from what I can see, over the atrium. So this is interesting, Paulie, isn't it? Because, oh my god, look, there's a big LED screen. So this reminds me a bit of Carnival Celebration. Yes. So let's have a quick peek down here, where they'll be doing entertainment later. You can see that actually, wow, look at that.
Oh, that's quite impressive.
Yeah, that is very impressive. So, ooh, I think it is going to be quite lively, but we'll see. Let's keep going towards the back then. Here we are, Paulie. So that says Lasagri to Sapori. So for breakfast, it's 7 to 10:30, lunch 12 to 5, snacks 4 to 5, and dinner 7 to 9. Right then, so our first experience in the buffet, we were a bit scared actually because we heard that Costa buffets are crazy, but you know what, the staff behind the counters were lovely and helpful and smiling, and the food was good. We had some lamb chops, I had some chicken, we had some mashed potato, vegetables and some gravy. We had some, you go to a drink station, they don't have like sort of self-serve drink station, do you? Like a counter, and a lovely guy, he laughed at me actually because he like said, have you got any lemonade? And the one guy said, oh no, we don't do lemonade. I said, oh no problem. And the guy next to me said, oh, they're British, she means 7-Up. And I'm like, yes I do. So we had a bit of a laugh
like, no,
about that.
she didn't, she means lemonade.
Yeah, but anyway.
Lemonade, yes.
So,
not the bun fight we were expecting, but obviously it is the first day. We're still in port, so there's lots of people. I mean, I think the check-in will tell you all you need to know, because we were was there about 4 people there? Because you could also check in, depending on where you booked and what you booked, you could check in yesterday as well. Yet we're still not sailing until tomorrow. As Carol said, it was quite a pleasurable experience. Food was pretty good. So long may it continue.
well, the tables were well spaced too, weren't they?
Yeah.
And they had all different types of table. There were some booths areas, just some normal chairs. But as we're going along, we'll show you more around the restaurants that we're going to go into.
That's what was quite surprising, because the tables were really well spaced. I was quite surprised when that bloke came and sat on my lap, really. That was quite unexpected, wasn't it, really?
So we just had 2 lovely waiters come and chat. They spotted the GoPro and said, are we YouTubers? So we've been chatting to them. So far, we can't fault anything, can we really? Apart from our cabin being a bit sparse.
In the hour and a half that we've been on Costa, we've got no complaints apart from, I mean, I'm hoping that when we get back to the cabin later, our suitcase will be there, and hopefully they would have finished our cabin off and put some cupboards in, maybe a fridge, you know, some seats to sit on to watch the TV. Maybe that's all stuff that they're going to do later in the day, I don't know.
Anyway, we're going to catch up with friends now, and we'll catch up with you guys later.
Laters.
So we've just had a lovely couple of hours on Tom and Helen's balcony, just watching the view and all the little boats coming in and out, as you can see here.
And the bigger boats.
And the bigger boats. But now it's time for the second part of our muster. We did it on our app, and now, Paulie, we've got to go with our life jackets.
And according to the app, this is how I have to wear it.
No. So we've got to go now to where we would have to go if there was an emergency and take our life jackets. But let's show you again this view, because the boat show's on here at the moment, so it's pretty special. But this is, Dubai is pretty awesome. And in about sort of half an hour's time, the sun's going to go down.
And then we're going to show you what that looks like. I mean, it's looking, no, seriously, I know it sounds like, oh my god, how boring is this video, but you will thank me later, because when this is all lit up, you're going to be like, wow. Quite a bit of activity going on.
Loads. Right then, so that was a bit bizarre. So we've just been to the guy, tapped our card, didn't have to do anything with our life jackets, and said, you're done. So we're done. So we're off back to our cabin to finish unpacking, to make it more homely, aren't we, Paulie?
Oh mate, homely, honestly. I've never been in such a sparse space. Try saying that when you've had a few beers. Sparse space in all my life. Whoever designed the cabins on here...
Well, we've only been in it a few hours. You may love it by 7 days.
And I already know. Put some furniture in it and some drawers.
Yeah, we are struggling a bit for space, but we're going to go finish off packing and make it feel more like home.
You've tried that once already.
No.
It's not working.
So look at these pretty lifts, isn't it, Paulie?
They are very nice.
Yes. So we're going to head up to 16. We're going to go as high as we can, aren't we, Paulie?
Well, no, because I'm not going to climb the funnel when I get up there, but we're going to high as yet.
To see if we can get a good sunset. Because the lights are just starting to twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Sadly, the clouds spoiled the sunset, but the view over Dubai was still incredible.
Right then, let's talk about our first evening on board Costa Smeralda. We headed to, and I've got the program here, which is great. You've got a good app with Costa, to be fair, haven't you? But you've also got a program, which you know I love a bit of paper. So the first place we decided to go to was the Colosseum. Not that I keep calling it the Colosseum, it's the Colosseo. Yeah, so this vlog series, with my pronunciation being bad the most of the time, is going to be...
It's going to be hilarious.
Well, I don't know about that. So the first place is spelled Colosseo, Colosseo, which is like the main atrium on Costa Smeralda, a fantastic venue spread over, is it 3 or 4 floors?
Do you know what it's like?
It's
like a Colosseum.
It is.
Because you've got the central area and it is surrounded completely, not on the actual ground level, because if it was surrounded completely you'd be sat backstage, but every level above it you can see almost all the way around like a Colosseum.
Yes, and that's what it's called, the Colosseo.
Colosseo.
So first up, they were introducing us to the D.D. Smith Band, which are the band that's going to be playing in the Mastroianni lounge, which is surprisingly like a ballroom type dancing lounge, and I thought they're absolutely fantastic. And the singer, I thought she nailed Whitney Houston brilliant. You didn't think so as much, did you? You thought she was a bit pub singer.
I thought she was a bit Shanafo.
But let us know, because this is a little bit of what she sang. And then it was showcasing so many different parts of the entertainment scene. They gave a great acknowledgement to the back sort of stage staff, you know, all the engineers and the tech guys, which I thought is lovely, because often they get missed out, don't they? And then we had a bit of dancing, we had a bit of acrobats, we had some robots, and then we had the very furry and blue half dolphin and half shark mascot of Costa.
What's he called, Annie?
He is called, oh my gosh, I did write that down. I'll be right back. His name is Squawk, Squuk, And
I think it's a special time in your evening when you've been treated to all these. Carol forgot to mention there were some aerial artists. Obviously, we'll be showing.
I said acrobats.
You said acrobats. They're not acrobats. They're aerial artists. The ones that go up on the thingers. Acrobats do it on the floor.
They did it all over the place.
They did it all over the place. But there was also some aerial artists. We're going to have to agree to disagree. Are the people that go up in the air on ropes and stuff aerial artists or acrobats?
Aerial acrobats.
Am I right, or is Carol wrong?
Anyway, there was fabulous dancing, there was fabulous singing.
But then it's a special time when you're being treated to all this stuff, and then a dancing shark comes out.
Well, half shark, half dolphin, Paulie.
Dancing, half shark, half dolphin comes out.
So, do you know, we sat there, and the atmosphere there was absolutely fantastic. And then the entertainment team were all introduced, which was lovely, and they seemed like real good fun.
Yeah.
This reminds us very much of Carnival. The spirit of fun. Packed. It was banging, and we just sat there. I'm going a bit goosey because I didn't expect this on Costa. I don't know what we were expecting really, but it was fun, and everyone was on the dance floor. The atmosphere was awesome, and it was absolutely fantastic.
I didn't go on the dance floor.
No, we were just watching with our mouths open because it was just brilliant.
I was worried that I was going to get bitten by a dancing shark, so I stayed in my seat.
So that was a great start to the evening, and we just thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yes.
Next up, we went to a lovely venue, and that's something we'll talk about in a minute about the ship. But the next thing we went to, which was in the San Remo Theatre, or Theatre as they call it here, isn't it? And it was called Let's Get Loud, and it's a band that they've got on here called Ultramarine, and they're doing, it looks like through the programme, they're doing different sort of tribute acts or disco music or whatever. But tonight it was the turn of J-Lo.
J-Lo had the special treatment, and I have to say, after the first show that we'd seen that was introducing much of the stuff that we're going to be seeing throughout the week, I thought it was truly awful.
It wasn't. I think musically it was really good. I think the singer was just trying too hard to be J-Lo-like, and it was a little bit odd, wasn't it?
Trying too hard. It was a massive cheese fest, I would call it, and I described it, and ask your mum and dad. I said, Carol said it's a tribute to J-Lo. I said it was more like a tribute to Arthur Lowe. Now, if you don't know who that is, if you're obviously not English, you won't understand that at all, or if you're young...
If you do know, let us know in the comments below.
Ask your mum and dad.
But anyway, so it was enjoyable in a sort of bizarre way.
It was one of those things for me that it was so bad, it was almost good.
That wasn't to our taste.
No.
However, we went on to the next lounge, and I'm sorry I keep looking at my programme because all these names are very strange to us. To the Mastrionia.
They will still be very strange to us in a week's time, because there's no way Carol's going to remember any of the names. I've already forgotten all the names.
So then we went to the Mastroianni lounge, where there was the
D.D. Smith.
D.D. Smith band.
Yeah.
To our surprise, we thought, oh, I wonder what sort of music. But this was all about getting people up and dancing, and do you know, and that's another thing I didn't expect on Costa, to have people like sort of ballroom dancing, and they did a variety of sort of British music that we recognised. A lot we didn't, a lot sort of Spanish, it appeared, sort of Italian, and a bit of French as well in there, wasn't there? And the dance floor again was so busy, full of people just having a great time, and we just sat there and we were having some banter with the bar staff, which we have to say have been absolutely excellent when they deliver it to your seat. Getting to the bar's another story, and we'll go on to that in a moment. But we also got delivered some little bits of cheese, we had some nuts, we had some olives, and it was very, very civilised. We've got the basic drinks package on Costa, which we're finding it's working out very, very well so far. But that was just lovely. We sat there watching everyone dance. To about midnight, and we said, come on, we're getting a bit jaded, and we went to bed. So our first evening on board, we came back saying, do you know what, that was absolutely great fun.
And my only criticism of the entire evening, when we were in the Coliseum, that's not Coliseum, but
Coliseo.
It's going to be the
Coliseo, Paul, you've got to get right.
Okay, the Coliseum, that's what I'm going to call it. She can call it Coliseo. If you went to the bar to get served, it wasn't even like it was busy. You go to the bar and there was about 3 people there, and people would just walk up, and even if they were serving somebody else, it'd be like, and just point at stuff. And what was even more frustrating is they would serve them. And then I looked at the barman, I said, mate, am I doing something wrong? And he said, oh, what's the matter? I said, well, you know that this man's just arrived. I said, you know that I'm in front of him, yet you're serving him. Oh, well, what do you want then? I said, well, that's past now, isn't it? Why are you serving him when you should be serving me? You know. And then this guy's looking at me, giving me the face because I'm pointing at him, and it doesn't seem to be, and I think this is where we're going to have to suck it up, and it seems to be a sort of a theme where it's like the survival of the fittest. So if you're meek and stand back and you think you're going to wait your turn, you will die of thirst. But I have to say, the waiter service, like Carol said earlier, we've been having fantastic banter, and it's been
excellent.
It's been really, really good. Yeah. So only really from the first day, my concerns are a bit of a lack of. I feel the staff should know better, because
who appears first.
Because if they're allowing this to happen, it's going to continue to happen.
Right then, so let's give you our first opinions of this ship, Costa Smeralda. Now, we knew it was the same class as Iona, which we've done, and Carnival Celebration that we've done. And we were very interested to see how different it was. And it's very different from both of them. We think straight away it's far better interior design than Iona. Carnival Celebration, there's similarities, isn't there?
There's similarities. I think they've just utilised space. Like, the main atrium on Iona is just like a library. It's just there's no atmosphere. They've got bars and restaurants in there, but it's just like going into a library. It's a bit dull. What they're doing is they're making it into a proper sort of heart of the ship where there's entertainment, and like you said, the Coliseo is just set up so well.
But I think you've got that internally. You've got the Coliseo with the stage and all the LED, but external to that, you've got the big windows with the view. So you've got both.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they do really well on here. A lot of the lounges that we walk through and the seats that we sat on, we're getting old. We're in our nearly 60, Paul's in his 60s.
28.
Comfortable seats are really important to us, and every seat that we sat on last night was comfortable.
Apart from the one I'm sat on now.
Well, That's a little stool in our cabin with a funky decor. Yeah. But anyway, we'll be doing a full cabin tour, and we're talking more about a cabin in a separate video too. But it was, we thought everywhere we looked, we were like, wow, that's a really nice venue. It's really funky. Even the toilets, look at this. The toilets look like you're walking into a blue and white striped land. It's strange, but I'm liking the funkiness, I'm liking the quirkiness, I'm loving this, some fantastic art work around, or pictures, particularly in the stairwells. It is a very, very colourful, bright ship.
And that's the beauty of people. Carol said, oh my God, the toilets are so funky. I walked into the toilets, and bearing in mind the men's and the ladies are decorated the same, and it looked to me like, you know, like your nan had a shed with a corrugated tin roof on it. Yes. It looked like they had a load of that left over at the port when they were building the ship, and they said, what are we going to do with this then? Well, I'll tell you what we do, we'll paint blue and white stripes on it and we'll use it in the toilets. I thought it looked dreadful, but Carol thought it was really funky. But it looked to me like it was just knocked up at a bit of old roofing tin.
No, but it is around the ship, but we'll be showing you lots and lots more about the ship as we go along. Now, the other thing that we've noticed straight away is obviously cruising at Dubai, there's a lot of nationalities on board, and to be honest, we don't understand, or we don't, it's not familiar, the accents or the languages that are being spoke. So we're not sure what nationalities there are on board as yet, and we're hoping at the end of it we're going to get one of those cards that you get that show you the demographics on board.
But here's what we do know.
Yes.
If you dilly-dally around, you're going to get run over like you're on a railway track, because it just seems to be that there's very little politeness. People push you out of the way, you could be in a queue, they just push in. It's just like, you've got to be definitely survival of the fittest. So it's going to be a sort of, if you can't beat them, join them, because you're not going to change these people that just, you know, I think it's what somebody said to us. I looked in the buffet and I thought, oh my God, you're going to have to walk around with your elbows out, because otherwise, even this morning I was walking along and a woman nearly pushed me over because I was in her way. And
there seems a very tunnel vision of people that, and you know, normally we go along, we might say good morning or hello. There's none of that. People don't even look at you. If you smile at people, they look at you a bit oddly. So it's a bit odd, but it's different, and you know, and we respect that. All cultures are very different. We're just used to we're from Britain, obviously, and we're queuers, aren't we? And we have a little bit, I guess, our culture is a little bit more sort of polite and accepting. So it is very different. So we'll see, we'll let you know how we get along with that. But I've already learnt today, a woman just came up to me, sort of in my face, because I was walking, and I just thought, I'm going to give her a standoff then. And in the end, I just stared at her, and she walked the other way. But I thought, oh, that's a bit bizarre. But I thought, she's going to bump me away. But anyway, saying that, this ship holds 6,000 passengers, and I'm not sure how many passengers are on board, and it's been very strange, the embarkation, because our friends Tom and Helen got on the day before us, because that was their package they booked. We got on yesterday, and today there's embarking people before we leave Dubai at 1 p.m. And so I don't feel the venues have felt really full. No. But some of the walkways that you're walking around the ship, that's when we've had that sort of not contretemps, but anyway, so it'll be interesting to see how the week goes.
It will.
But first impressions, beautiful ship. The staff that we've come across have been absolutely lovely. We've had lots of chat. They've seen us with our GoPro, and already we've given out a few cards to them, and they've already subscribed to our YouTube channel. So thank you guys, all the waiters in the restaurants. And it's been a pleasantly surprised so far. A few things that we feel, ooh, that's different, but let's see how the rest of the week goes.
Join us in the next episode where we sail away from Dubai en route to Muscat in Oman. We also tell you more about our Costa experience.